Serving fans throughout the Midwest and even more around the world, this is the Show Me Sports Network. The following is an exclusive broadcast property presentation of the Show Me Sports Network and is a high-fidelity, all-digital broadcast. This broadcast is copyright by the Show Me Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the Show Me Sports Network's written consent is prohibited.
I was on the mound when I was on the call here a couple weeks ago, has started off his outing 5 outs of scoreless baseball facing the Mustangs. First pitch to Bennett, swung on upstairs and missed as he goes fastball up in the zone. Bennett looking to continue this top of the second inning for Eldon. Bats with 2 out and nobody on. Next delivery misses outside. Looked like he was trying to go off speed there, but could not get it as it floated its way out of the zone. Hallsville donning the purple jerseys with the white pants. Eldon with maroon, also wearing white for the pants. 1-1 count as the lefty goes into his windup and deals nose back upstairs again and gets the swing and a miss. Now 1-2. He's gotten now 2 late swings on the high fastball upstairs. See if he tries to go back to that well for a third time, or maybe gets him out in front. 1-2 delivery. In there, called strike 3, inning over. Orscheln's got the strikeout pitch working. So we will head to the bottom of the second. Hall's looking to score first. Be right back on the Show Me Sports Network.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Back for the bottom of the second inning on the Show Me Sports Network. My name is Ben Schmidt. Thanks for tuning in tonight for Hallsville and Eldon as I battle through some audio issues here. But Hallsville see if they can score first after 2 very strong innings by starter Andrew Orscheln, who got a called strike 3 looking to end that top half of the inning. And Brady Matheny steps in. Second baseman will lead it off. Out in front of a pitch, swings and miss. Makes it 0-1. Right-hander on the bump for Eldon's Hunter Hess. Right on right matchup here. See if he can get the first out. Hallsville did have a base hit in the first, but did not bring him around to score. Called strike, fastball at the knees, quickly ahead now. Hess 0-2 on Matheny. Pretty much normal straight up defense for Eldon. Third baseman plays just a step or 2 behind third. Same with the other side of the infield at first. 0-2 delivery, swung on, grounded over to short. Slow roller, a couple hops up with it. Throw is in time to get the hustling Matheny, and 1 up, 1 down for Hallsville in this bottom of the second inning. Shortstop for Eldon, B.K. Bennett, was able to bring that one in and deliver a strong throw in plenty of time to get Matheny. And now Colton Garner will step in, see if Hallsville can be the first one to score. This game just about 20 minutes underway, already bottom of the second inning and out, nobody on. Here's first delivery to Gardner, going to take a strike, and it's right at the knees, fastball 0-1. Hess has been quick to find the strike zone so far. Hasn't faced a ton of batters yet, but strong early on. Next delivery, same location. That's another called strike as he is just dotting that line right at the knees to these right-handed hitters so far this inning. It's now quickly 0-2 on Gardner. Second straight time he's pumped in 2 straight strikes to a batter. Now this one line, shallow right center. Actually, it's not even going to get there. Second baseman goes out to make the catch for Eldon, and that is 2 up, 2 down. Second baseman looks like Jude Rader barely had to even leave his position at the back edge of the dirt to make that catch. And looks like early on we've got ourselves a pitcher's duel here in Hallsville. Two outs, nobody on. Aiden Lampkin steps in for Hallsville, and he swings through a high fastball, makes it 0-1. Lampkin's third straight right-hander in this inning for Hallsville in the batter's box. This one bends out of the zone. Appeal to first. He did not go, and first time there's been a 1-1 count this inning as he did not chase. That pitch from Hess had some good movement to it. Started on the outside part of the plate and bended its way out of the zone. Next pitch fastball, and that's a called strike, and it's 1-2. Has not missed with that pitch so far in his outing. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lampkin. His next delivery popped up over our heads and out of play, so we'll do it again. Nobody on and 2 outs in a 0-0 ball game. 1-2 pitch grounded in between short and third. That's going to find outfield grass, and that's a base hit for Aiden Lampkins and a 2-out base runner for the Indians as Lampkins pulled that thing into left field. Nice piece of hitting, as after falling behind 0-2 against Hess, he is now on base, and Hallsville will send Tanner Daly to the plate with a chance for some 2-out magic. So Daly batting without the bat and goes white wave of the bat. Quickly smacks this one. That's going to get into right center field for a base hit. Might have hit off the glove of Hess. On his way from first to third is Lampkins. He will slow up there, and that's back-to-back 2-out singles as Daly got all of that pitch. It was smoked over the head of the right-handed pitcher, and that's going to lead first and third with 2 outs for Hallsville. Probably the hardest hit ball we've seen on either side, and now it gives Jackson Smith a 2-out RBI opportunity, left-handed hitter facing the right-hander for Eldon. See if Hallsville can jump out 1-0 or even more in this game. First delivery to him is called strike. Perfect location. Runner's going to take off, throw down, the tag on Daly. He is safe at second, and a run's going to come in to score. Don't know what the reason to throw down his second was, but backside coming in to score the run for Hallsville is Lampkins, and it's 1-0 Hallsville. Tag was laid down on Daly by the shortstop, B.K. Bennett, but he was late. And now the base runner runs up and goes over to talk to his coach at third base. And how about that steal by Daly? It was a delayed steal attempt, and the catcher for Eldon threw down. It looked like they were going to get him, but risk reward there, and the risk was you let that runner Lampkins to come in and score, and how about that? It's 1-0 Hallsville. So 2-out singles and then a double steal as this one is grounded over to second base. Smith hit it on the ground, and he's going to be retired to end the inning, but not before a successful delayed steal allows Hallsville to take the lead. They will head into the top of the third inning up 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
At Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Indians host the Eldon Mustangs, and Hallsville now with a lead thanks to a successful delayed steal that allowed on the backside Lampkins to come in from third to score. And now here comes Andrew Orscheln back out to the bump looking to complete a third straight scoreless inning. Lefty will have the leadoff man, Lincoln Salzman, in to start things off. First pitch to him upstairs. That's a ball, and it's 1-0 on the right-handed hitter. So lefty goes into his wind, signs are put down, and nice slow breaking ball. That's a called strike, evens it up 1-1. See now a couple starts that have been out here for Hallsville that Orchland certainly has a good pitch mix, can go with the off-speed stuff to complement that fastball. Tries it again, just does not break that outside corner, so it's now 2-1. Number 7 hitter in the order, Salzman, looking to lead off this inning as a base runner. That's upstairs a ball, now 3-1. Cole Evers waits on deck. This one lined right back up in the middle. Took the hat off of Orchland, and that's a leadoff base hit for Lincoln Salzman. As the catcher for Eldon smoked that baseball enough to where Orchland had to duck out of the way. To the point his hat fell off, and that's a first batter leadoff hit for Eldon. So Cole Evers will step up as they're going to quickly go over and run for Salzman. Looks like Hayden Barrett's going to go over and do the honors at first base. So Evers up, Devin Hardy waits on deck, then we go back to the top and Aiden Henley. Defense looks like they're going to come in at the corners. First baseman for Hallsville holding the runner on, but third baseman Daly is just a couple steps in front of the bag at third. Orchland glancing over towards that runner. That's Barrett. Quick pitch to the plate. That's going to get by the catcher and go to the backstop, and no bunt needed because he's going to move on up to second base. Wide turn as Aaron Orchland fires it back to the pitcher, but now a leadoff batter in scoring position for Eldon. Leadoff runner, pardon me, in scoring position for the Mustangs. Next pitch, nice one there, is going to get swung on and missed as an narrator in this order. Evers see if they pull a potential sacrifice bunt back with now the runner being in scoring position. Hallsville certainly expecting that with Daly now moving back to being even at the bag. 1-1 count, righty going to pick up the leg, then turn back, look to second, and watch that runner retreat to the bag. Lefty's next delivery, 1-1. This one just inside as it broke off the inside part of the play, and that's going to make it 2-1 on the narrate hitter in this Eldon order. Shade towards the bag. I believe that's Colt Gardner. Now he's right on top of the bag and retreats. Look back towards home plate. Here's the pitch, and it's outside now. 3-1. So Orchland in danger, putting back-to-back runners on to start this top of the third inning. Runner doing a lot of dancing out there at second base. 3-1 pitch. Upstairs and outside. That's ball 4 and 2 runners on with nobody out for Eldon here in the top of the third inning. And Orchland, the catcher, going to go out and have a meeting with the pitcher at the mound, discuss some strategy right here after 2 potent at-bats so far this inning for Eldon. Looks like the third baseman Daly is going to come in for this meeting at the mound as well. It was smooth sailing for Orchland for the first 2 innings. He had a couple strikeouts, no runs allowed, but now he's really going to have to go to work. He does have the advantage of a left-on-left matchup as Devin Hardy steps in. Infield drawn in at the corners. They are certainly expecting bunt to try and move both those runners into scoring position. Light wave of the bat for Hardy. He is showing bunt, and he's going to miss the bunt. And now they've got a chance to get the runner thrown down to third, and he is out at third base. So missed attempt on the bunt, and then Hayden Barrett, the pinch runner, was gunned down at third base, and that is a huge out number 1 in this inning for Hallsville. Pitch was a strike, and then Orchland threw an absolute bullet down to third base. Daly, all he had to do was apply the tag, as it was there in plenty of time. And you go from first and second with nobody out to now just a runner on first with 1 out. Next delivery started to go around, and that's a called strike, now 0-2. So how about the rebound over the last couple of pitches for Hallsville and Orchland on the mound? See if he can get A ground ball, roll something up right here, or just a strikeout for out number 2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's grounded weakly back to Orscheln. He's off the mound, going to throw for second, get one out, throw back to first. Actually, no throw, as the runner Hardy just too quick. But they do get the lead runner out at second base. That's Evers, as covering the bag for Hallsville was the shortstop Garner, and now 2 out in the inning. So we're back at the top of the order for Eldon. They turn it over first time through the order. No runs scored, a couple base hits. But it's going to be up to Henley. It's this leadoff base hitter for Eldon if they want to keep this top of the third going against the left-hander. Here's first pitch to him. He's going to swing and foul it directly back to the backstop. Pretty big lead off of first there for Hardy. Wouldn't be shocked if he goes at some point in this at-bat. Lampkin's the one holding him on at first base. Looking directly at the runner is Orscheln. Not a huge lead right here. And they're going to throw over to first, bring him back. He's back in safely. Next delivery, this one snaps in there, but it snaps too far outside, and it's 1-1. Thought he might have caught that outside corner, but it bent its way out of the strike zone, and it's now an even 1-1 count. It was first and second with nobody on for Eldon to start this inning, but then caught stealing and a ground ball out. Had to chance for Hallsville to get through it with no runs allowed. Next delivery, slow breaker, and it's not going to catch the strike zone. It's inside, now 2-1. Left on left matchup. Figures to favor Hallsville. Next delivery right down the middle. Called strike. Now quick throw back to first, but diving back in safely is Hardy. Would have given a second runner caught on the base pass this inning alone if Orscheln was able to get that throw there in time. But as Lemkins applied the tag, head first dive was easily in there in time to get back in. Strike away from getting out of the inning though. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, grounded weakly foul, and we'll have to do it again. Runner was going there as Hardy took off for second base in a 2-strike count, but he'll have to retreat his way on back to first. Number 2 hit in the order, Case and Bayshore. Right-hander waits on deck for Eldon. Slightly open stance. And here comes the 2-2 delivery, kick of the leg, and it's in there, grounded slowly out to second base. Coming in is Matheny. He picks it on a couple hops and throws to first. Lampkins has got it. Inning over, damage averted. So Eldon kept off the scoreboard. Hallsville looking to add to their lead. They lead this thing 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third on the Show Me Sports Network.
There's no better way to celebrate a special event or show someone just how important they are to you than gifting them something handcrafted from Country with a Heart. Handmade in mid-Missouri, Country with a Heart specializes in hand-built woodworking projects for every occasion. Their design collection includes children's furniture, doll furniture, household items, holiday decor, outdoor decorations, custom projects, and everything in between. To view their full inventory of projects, visit countrywithaheart.com and find them on Facebook by joining the Country with a Heart group page.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie!
Hallsville to the plate in this bottom of the third inning, looking to play add-on as pitcher Andrew Orscheln in, and he takes first pitch ball 1-0. Hunter Hess working quickly. Next delivery is peeled down to first, no go, and it's now 2-0 on the left-handed hitter. So Orscheln, the leadoff base hitter for Hallsville, scored their only run in the bottom of the second on a delayed steal with a runner on third, then came home. This one outside and away, so 3-0. Waiting on deck is Colton Nichols and then Aaron Orscheln in the hole. So top of the lineup, 1-2-3 for Hallsville. 3-0 pitch, and it's going to be weakly hit out to left field. camping under it, and making the catch over his left shoulder is Hardy, and that's 1 up, 1 down. Nice response there from Hess after falling behind 3-0 to get out number 1. So Nichols will step in. Nichols playing right field today. Quickly takes a couple practice swings before stepping into the batter's box. Hess is, outside of those couple singles he gave up in the second, been pretty strong so far. This one hit out to the left center field gap. Hardy going to range over towards it though. Slows up and makes the grab. And back-to-back flyouts to left. Has 2 down in the inning and a nice short start to the third so far for the right-handed pitcher for Eldon. So 1 and 2 retired quickly in the order for Hallsville, and now Aaron Orscheln, catcher for the Indians, will be the last hope in this inning. He's going to take a first pitch, called strike. Maybe he's trying to give his pitcher some time there by taking that pitch because he let off the inning, and then next batter, Nichols, flew out on the first pitch of the at-bat. He's going to swing and fly this one to center. In retreat, taking a couple steps back is Rader, and head high. He makes the catch. 3 flyouts as Hess retires the side in order. We'll head to the 4th. This game moving quickly with Hallsville up 1-0. Back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Attention Indians fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Hallsville by becoming a member of the Hallsville Athletic Boosters. Your gifts help provide all Hallsville athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Hallsville Athletic Boosters this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Hallsville Athletic Boosters or email them at hallsvilleathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Indians!
To the 4th we go of this quick-moving ball game in Hallsville. Ben Schmidt, thanks so much for spending your Tuesday night with me on the Show Me Sports Network. Haven't had a lot of runs to call, just that one stolen base that allowed Hallsville to cross the dish in the bottom of the 2nd right after I came on. So glad I didn't miss too much there as Andrew Orscheln back out for work. Lefty misses 1-0 to start his top of the 4th inning. Got the chance to call a couple of his starts now this season. He has been great so far in both of them. Next one inside. Now 2-0 on the number 2 hitter in the order, Kaysen Bayshore. It'll be Bayshore followed by Hunter Hess and then Jacob Bishop to follow. 2-0 delivery, left on right, fouled straight back, and that makes it 2-1. Now to go retrieve that foul ball. Underhands it back to the catcher. And now everyone will step back in the box. Defense, pretty much normal alignment for Hallsville. Middle infield playing back on the dirt. 2-1 delivery. Bends its way out of the strike zone. Could not get a chase as Bayshore stone cold take. It's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. First batter of this top of the 4th inning, Eldon looking to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. Next pitch, just below the D's. Oh, and it's a call and strike. Bayshore even threw the bat out of the way, as it looked like that one missed below the knees, but home plate umpire brings him back, and it's now a full count. See now if Orscheln can take advantage. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. But Orscheln goes heat here. Here's a delivery, and it's going to be swung on, hit slowly foul, and we'll do it again. So second straight 3-2 pitch. Moving to his right just before it is Matheny. Here's the next delivery. Swung on, grounded towards Matheny, and he didn't move right far enough. Don't think anyone would have been able to get to that one. As it's into right field for a leadoff single, Nichols goes over to retrieve it. And a nice piece of hitting right there by Bayshore to take it opposite field First batter of the inning, and then the throw back in gets away, and Bayshore is going to jog on up to second base. Don't know what the cause for that was, but all of a sudden that ball was skipping its way towards the Eldon dugout. And now Bayshore, who hit that single to right field, is standing in scoring position. And for the second straight trip to the plate, Eldon has a man at second base with nobody out. And looks like as the runner moved into scoring position, they're going to put on Hess intentionally and set up a potential double play opportunity. Hess, as he walked up to the plate, immediately they made the decision to send him on down to first base. And now once again it's 2 on with nobody out to start the inning. So now next hitter in this order, Jacob Bishop, a big RBI opportunity for the trailing Mustangs squad. Gardner faked at shortstop over to second base, and now time is called. It was a long look back towards second for Orscheln, as that leadoff base runner, Bayshore, was really trying to make him work. And now everyone for Eldon looking down towards their wristbands. Some play being put into effect right here for Eldon. See if it could be a potential bunt to move them over. They tried that last inning and failed as a runner got thrown out at third, as that was Baird who got gone down. Bunt is being shown. Pitch is going to be swung on, bunted foul. Actually, he missed it. No, it was foul. Throw was made down to third like it was a missed pitch, but it was a foul ball, so it's 0-1, and everyone will have to retreat back to their bases. And good for Hallsville because Bayshore would have been in there at third with a steal. Now first baseman for Hallsville, Lampkins coming way in, multiple steps in front of the bag. Third baseman Daly not as far in because he has to potentially contend for a stolen base. Orscheln quick check of both runners. He's ahead at no balls and a strike. Next delivery and swung on and fouled back. As Bishop now on an 0-2 count, probably would mean they'll officially take the bunt away and see if Orscheln can get this first out of the inning. Even better, after intentionally walking Hess, maybe roll one over and dial up a double play. Sure, that's what they had in mind when they intentionally put a runner on. Orscheln now straightens up, brings that glove up towards his chest. No balls and 2 strikes, looking for out number 1 of the inning. And he's going to get it, swing and a miss. As out in front on the pitch was Bishop. He swings ahead of the off speed, and that's a big strikeout of the first out of the 4th. So now back-to-back times, at least so far this inning, Orscheln has got a good job rebounding after putting runners on. And now he's going to have to contend with Jude Rader, as one ground ball could potentially get Hallsville out of this inning with another 0 put up on the board. But with good speed out at second base in Bayshore, anything that finds outfield grass likely knots this thing up at 1. Second baseman Matheny shading towards the bag up the middle, so a whole lot of room to work with on that right side of the infield. First pitch swung on a miss as he blew it past him. No, an 0-1 count on Rader, senior shortstop for this Eldon squad. Like I mentioned a moment ago, if he were able to find a way, maybe with an off-speed pitch outside, to take that thing to right field, he has got all the room in the world to work with. On the left side, still could pull it in there, but definitely not the same amount of real estate that he has to the right of second base. Check out the runner, bunt shown, and then stepping off the mound is Orscheln, and getting back to second will be Bayshore. Quick delivery, 0-1 pitch is upstairs, going to throw back down to second behind the runner, and going over to get it is Matheny, runner back in safely. It's 1-1. Orscheln looking to get out of a jam for a second straight inning. Offense giving him just 1 run so far. It's 1-0 for the Indians. Pitch is going to be shown. Bunt. It's going to be a missed bunt. Now they've got the runner hung up. Throw to third. Now back to second. The tag. He's safely back in second. Bayshore wanted to go to third as the bunt was missed, but as the throw was made down to Daly at third, it gave Bayshore enough time to sneak back into second base. It is strike 2, so it's 1-2 on the batter at the plate in Rader, but potential missed opportunity there to catch another runner stealing. I think throwing to third was the right move there. Orscheln straightens up. He's got the signs. Look back towards second. Now glances to first. A lot of dancing back behind him. Comes towards the plate. Here's the 1-2. It's low. Nice block. And we're even now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Eldon looking to knot this game up, or if they can put one in a gap somewhere, take the lead. Raider, white wave of the bat. Here's the 2-2, and called strike 3. A little bit of delayed reaction, but it was perfectly placed on the outer edge of the strike zone. A Raider is left walking back to the dugout with the bat in his hands, and a big second out for Ursuline and company is another chance here to get out of this inning for Hallsville. So if the Mustangs are going to knot this thing up, it's going to be up to B.K. Bennett, as a right-hander will have to drive in a couple of those runners with 2 outs. First delivery is outside a ball. So far, the decision to put the number 3 hitter Hunter Hess on looking like a good one for Hallsville, but that's if they can get out number 3 without an extra base hit, allowing Eldon to take the lead. Check other runners, 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch upstairs. Now a throw back down to second base that gets the tag, and he's back in there safely. It was a ball upstairs. Now it's 2-0. Don't want to put Bennett on here and potentially load the bases. But as Matheny went over to cover the bag there, Ursuline threw down to just try and keep that runner close. Daly at third, playing a step or 2 behind the bag. First baseman Lampkin's playing way back as this one upstairs. Now 3-0. Want to be careful here. Don't want to give Bennett something too good to hit, but you also don't want to walk him and put now 2 runners in scoring position. First baseman Lampkins is essentially on the cut of the grass at first base. Right side of the infield is way back. This one at the knee is a called strike. Good rebound there by Ursuline to run at 3-1. Now really gives himself a chance here to get back into this count. Three balls, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Check other runner. Here's the next delivery, and it's swung on, fouled straight back, and Ursuline has responded to run things all the way full, as he needs now just 1 more strike to get out of this inning still scoreless. So it's full count. Runners will have the chance to be in motion before this next pitch. Eldon down 1-0. Here's the delivery. It's swung on and fouled off to the right side. So everyone will have to retreat, and we'll do this 3-2 pitch again. Eldon put the first 2 runners on to start this inning, but Ursuline has since responded with a couple punch-outs to get him up to this point. Now needs just 1 more strike to strain everyone and make his walk back into that dugout. Oaks back out towards second base. Runners will get a head start. Here's a delivery. Swung on, foul tip, strike 3, and inning over. Ursuline continues to work around some base runners for Eldon and keep them off the scoreboard. See now if Hallsville can turn things around on offense. We'll be back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Last Sentinel Firearms is your federally licensed and registered Type 7 FFL manufacturer dealer in Missouri, providing quality products to all types of sports enthusiasts, law enforcement, and individuals across the nation. Orders are currently being fulfilled, offering custom-built pistols and rifles from the AR platform made right here in Missouri. Visit their website at lastsentinelfirearms.com or call them at 417-684-7202 to find out what they've got for you. Last Sentinel Firearms, you are your last line of defense.
Hi, I'm retired Army Sergeant Trent Dirks, and I want to tell you about an organization that saved and changed my life forever. Retrieving Freedom provides highly trained service dogs to veterans with disabilities and children with autism, absolutely free of charge, thanks to the generous donations and support from people just like you. Experts from Retrieving Freedom help throughout the entire process, from fostering programs through service dog placement. Retrieving Freedom gave me the skilled service dog Tracer, who has been my best friend and my lifeline. To find out more about how you can get involved, volunteer, foster, or to donate, visit their website, retrievingfreedom.org. Retrieving Freedom, changing lives through the training and placement of service dogs for veterans with disabilities and children with autism.
Bottom of the 4th inning now in Hallsville. Ben Schmidt, thanks so much for tuning in for coverage of this varsity squad against Eldon. Once again, do really apologize, having some board issues this evening, so that's the reason why kind of just potting everything down when we go to break in between innings rather than the normal broadcast quality, but appreciate you for sticking with us and hopefully get a Hallsville win. They're only going to need 3 more zeros put up on the scoreboard on the mound, but see if they can add some on offense. This one slapped to left field, but out in front of it, and a foul is the cleanup hitter for Hallsville. That's Cooper Rhodes. May remember home game here exactly 2 weeks ago against Southern Boone. Last broadcast we had of Hallsville. Rhodes delivered a walk-off base hit down the left field line in the bottom of the 7th inning for Hallsville. Next pitch bends outside. It's 1-1. Rhodes bats without the batting gloves, looking to go to work against Hess, the right-hander for Eldon. This one also bends out of zone. It's 2-1. Rhodes waits, 2-1 delivery, and this one hit high in the air toward center field. Going back at the wall is the center fielder. He slows up, and it's over his head and off the wall. Rhodes on his way into second base. He will slow up there with a stand-up double as a leadoff man in scoring position for Hallsville as Rhodes smashed that ball to the 351 side, and he did not miss leaving the yard there by much. So Rhodes, they're giving Hallsville a very good scoring opportunity. And now Matheny, if he can drive him in, could potentially double or even better add a couple runs for Hallsville this inning if he could blast one out over the wall. Rhodes really has some power, and he showed that off right there. Matheny's going to take a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Rhodes a pretty short lead off second base. Next pitch, this one, a pitch that misses outside. Looked to be good enough just to hit that outside corner. Instead it misses. It's now 1-1. One ball, one strike. Next pitch, Matheny lines it in the hole. That's going to get it to left field, a base hit. Rhodes had to hold for a moment, so he's just going to move up to third. But now runners at the corners with nobody out for Hallsville as they have got something cooking here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So back-to-back hits, Rhodes the double and Matheny the single. And Hallsville just with a ball in play could potentially take the lead, or excuse me, not take the lead, but double their lead as they're already up 1-0. The man who's going to have the chance to score some runs for Hallsville is Colton Garner, playing shortstop today. Quick throw over to first, diving back in safely is the runner. That's Matheny, who just hit that single into left field. Now, if Rhodes didn't have to hold it second, he maybe could have scored off that, but with it in front of him, those you got to make sure you see through. Coach for Hallsville having a discussion with the field umpire. Don't totally know the reasoning behind that. Waiting on deck for Hallsville is the first baseman, Aiden Lampkins. Next delivery, first pitch is a called strike. Now 0-1 on Gardner. Gardner stands tall in that right-hander's batter's box, hits without the gloves. Infield playing back, so just a ball in play here could double Hallsville's lead. Hess, the right-handed pitcher, straightens up, going to fire one that misses upstairs. And it's now 1 ball and 1 strike on Gardner. One ball, one strike. Gardner going to take this next pitch, ground it to third, and that pitch is foul. Makes it 1-2. Important here that Gardner gets the ball in play, because you strike out with both those runners still at first and third, then you really give Hess a chance to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This one outside, nice catch from behind the dish by Salzman, and it's even up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rhodes on third, he doubled. Meanwhile, Matheny on first base, he singled. Next pitch, it high in the air to left. It's hit pretty well. Going back as the outfielder, he will have room, but this will score a run. Rhodes is going to tag as the catch is made. Rhodes comes in, he scores. It is 2-0 Hallsville as Colton Gardner gets the job done, scoring Rhodes from third. As it was a well-hit fly ball to deep left field, and as Hardy made the catch, plenty of room for Rhodes to come in. And now the second run scored for the Indians. So great piece of hitting right there by Gardner, because after falling behind in the count, you worry that he at least had to put the ball in play. And not only did he put it in play, he gave it a ride to left and allowed Rhodes to come in and score. So now just a runner on first with 1 out. Bunt's going to be shown. Runner going. It's a beauty of a bunt. Hess off the mound. This could be a single, but it's not going to be, as getting out on the play is Lampkins. So Lampkins is retired, but moving up to second base on the play will be Braden Matheny. Now another runner in scoring position for Hallsville with now 2 outs. So Daly, who came in to score the only run of the game so far for Hallsville, he's in the box with a chance to add some more for their pitcher Ursuline, who's bet up 4-0 so far. 1-0 count. Matheny at second base, not a huge lead. Next delivery, Daly grounds it out to short. Runner Matheny almost got in the way. Ball is bobbled. Long throw to first is just in time to get the runner. So Daly is retired. But Hallsville, thanks to a sacrifice fly from the shortstop Colton Garner, doubles their lead from 1-0 to 2-0. We'll head to the 5th inning. Ursuline retaking the mound in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Creating custom, handcrafted woodworking projects has never been easier. Become a member of Sawdust Studios and enjoy 24/7 access to a woodworker's paradise. Outfit with industry-leading professional-grade tools, Sawdust Studios offers endless woodworking possibilities. Don't have woodworking experience? No problem, as Sawdust Studios offers affordable classes from a community of woodworkers, experienced designers, and master craftsmen. Youth classes are also offered for those junior woodworkers. For more information, search Sawdust Studios on Facebook or find them online at sawdust247.com. Sawdust Studios, your community woodshop.
In today's world, injury prevention is at the top of everyone's list. However, heat-related occurrences get routinely overlooked. Zealous WBGT puts that front and center. By using cutting-edge formulas and technology, Zealous WBGT streamlines and simplifies obtaining and documenting wet bulb globe temperature readings. With a simple touch of a button, you can check WBGT anywhere in the world, receiving alerts when the WBGT goes over the threshold you select. Join the stress-free way to protect student-athletes, employees, and overall operations from extreme heat by downloading the free Zealous WBGT app today. Save time, save money, save lives with Zealous WBGT.
To the 5th inning we go, and now Hallsville has doubled their lead since the last time Angel Ursuline was out on that pitcher's mound thanks to a sacrifice fly from Colton Garner. And now he needs to get just 9 more outs. Fun to say in just the 5th inning, but it's the reality. We are pretty far into this game, and he's put up a bunch of zeros. First pitch, a called strike. That's been what the left-hander has done all game long. Right-handed hitter is going to take another pitch, and that's another called strike. As the number 7 hitter in this order, and catcher Lincoln Salzman is now behind 0-2. Infield up the middle, playing back, especially the second baseman Matheny. Lefty winds, kicks, deals. This one swung on and missed. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Is on 3 pitches, a K from Ursuline, and that's the first out of the top of the 5th inning. That's about as good of an at-bat as I think we've seen this pitcher have all day. Cole Evers now going to step in. Nobody on and 1 out. Hallsville up 2-0. First pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to center. Going to be a long run. Center fielder ways out. Can't get it as Smith just could not make the catch. Right fielder Nichols over there to back him up, so they hold him, but just a single. Didn't realize how shallow that ball was actually hit, and with where Smith was playing, he had to run a long way. So that's going to be a little bloop single for Eldon. And it's going to allow the number 8 hitter in the order, Cole Evers, to be on first base with 1 out. This was the part of the order that put a couple on in the 3rd inning. We're not able to come around to score, but really made Ursuline work to get out of it. First pitch to Hardy. He's going to hold up the swing, but looks like that's a called strike anyway, 0-1. They were asking for appeal, and it actually was not a called strike. Looked like they motioned for appeal. I thought that was a strike signal. It was not, so it's actually 1-0 on Hardy. Ursuline quick check of the runner off of first base. That's Evers. Now the 1-0 delivery, swung on a miss as the fastball upstairs, couldn't catch up to it. First baseman Lampkins holding on the runner, so pretty short lead over there. Left on left matchup. Here's Evers And he's going to take this next pitch that bends out of the zone, 2-1. Bullpen down the right field line for Hallsville. No one up at all, so this thing, for the moment, completely belongs to Orscheln, and why not with how many zeros he's put up. Next pitch fouled back, and we're even 2-2. Meanwhile, for Eldon, no throwing, but there are a couple people down beyond their bullpen, just kind of moving around, but no actual warming up. Hess has pitched a pretty good ball game as well. 2-2 pitch. Hardy swings and misses his pitches in the dirt, and that's going to be the second strikeout of the inning. As nice bounce back Orscheln after allowing the bloop single. He's now got 2 outs in the inning. So one more out to get to complete 5 scoreless innings for this Hallsville left-handed pitcher. As the senior has had a great game. First pitch fouled off to the leadoff batter in this order, Aiden Henley. Henley, second straight left-handed hitter in this Eldon order, as gives a little bit of a break for Orscheln with the left-on-left advantage. And he goes ahead 0-1. No balls and a strike. Orscheln looking directly at that runner off of first base. Here's the next pitch. Swung on line to left center. Smith over, getting on his horse. He's going to lay out, and he can't get in. That's going to get by him. Left fielder for Hallsville, Stinson, over to retrieve it. They get the ball again. They're going to wave around Evers. Gardner's still towards the plate. It's way high, so the run will score. And backside up on his way to third base is Henley, and that's going to be an RBI triple for Eldon. If they cut the lead now in half, it's 2-1. That ball was hit well into the left center field gap, and once Smith laid out, that thing continued to roll by him. And good speed in Evers, who with 2 outs, who was able to run all the way, comes all the way around to score from first base. So credit Henley with an RBI triple. And now another base hit could tie this thing up at 2. First pitch a called strike, as stepping in is Cason Bayshore. It was 2 outs and a runner on first base with no runs scored for Eldon before that triple not only cuts the lead in half, but puts the tying run at third, and it may score here. Line into shallow left, coming in and making a sliding grab is Xavier Stinson, and he saves this game from being tied. Heck of a grab right there as Stinson came sliding in on the left center field grass, and that will end the inning. So Eldon cuts it in half. Could have been worse if not for the great defense by Stinson. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Hallsville up 2-1 on the Show Me Sports Network.
Hello, Blake Gazaway here with the Show Me Sports Network. I've had the opportunity to have some amazing calls, including overtime touchdowns, walk-off home runs, and buzzer-beating baskets. But I've answered another call. That's to serve my community as a volunteer firefighter. Stop and think what would happen if your home or property caught fire and no one was there to put it out. Every day, volunteer firefighters not only save lives and property, but also respond to other emergencies. Nearly 2/3 of our nation's fire departments are manned by volunteer firefighters. And because of this, we simply need more volunteers to step up and answer the call. Stop by or contact your local fire department and see how you can become a volunteer firefighter today. I answered the call to serve my community. Will you?
Bottom of the 5th inning now in Hallsville as the Mustangs Indians face off. Both teams have scored now in their past trips to the plate. Hallsville still the one in front at 2-1. See if they can keep that momentum or take it right back and put some more up on the scoreboard this inning. Leading off for Hallsville will be Jackson Smith. Final hitter in this order before we go back to the top. And Andrew Orscheln, who waits on deck. And then Colton Nichols to follow in the hole. Has his first delivery, going to pop weakly out to left field. Coming in is Hardy, and going out as the shortstop. See who wants it. It's going to get over their heads, and that's down a base hit. Was the shortstop. It was Bennett who went out to try and make the over-the-shoulder grab, but it was perfectly placed in left center field. And you take him as you can get him, as that's going to be a leadoff single for Hallsville as they try to strike right back on the scoreboard. First pitch, a called strike to Andrew Orscheln. Pitcher for Hallsville going to try and at the very least advance this runner over onto second base and give Hallsville a chance to score some runs right back. No balls and a strike. Next pitch below the zone. Evens things up, a ball and a strike. Lefty holds that bat just above his back shoulder. Throw back to first. Diving in safely, though, is the runner Smith, who just had that leadoff single. Has straightens up. Here's his delivery. Another one that's low, and it's now a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Orschel looking down towards his third base coach for the sign before this next pitch. Infield at the corners playing pretty much even with the bag. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. This one grounded out to short, going over as Bennett. He's going to flip to second for 1. The quick turn back over to first, the stretch, and that's a double play. It was at the very least a very close play at first, and I even thought Orschel might have been able to beat it, but instead that's going to turn into a double play, and now 2 outs with nobody on. Give him credit, Orschel was hustling his way all the way up the first base line and was beaten by what would have had to have been less than a step. So that'll be Colton Nichols, and he's going to have to keep this inning alive with 2 out, nobody on. Stinson's going to take a first, excuse me, not Stinson, Nichols going to take a first pitch ball, 1-0. Nichols out in right field, number 2 hitter in this order, faces Hess, going to send it right back at him and into the outfield for a base hit. So second hit of the inning for Hallsville, but now just their only base runner thanks to the double play. And a nice piece of hitting right there by Colton Nichols as he sends it right back to the outfield grass for a base hit. See if they maybe want to use his speed and put him in motion, give Hallsville a chance at a potential run. Next up in this order for Hallsville will be Aaron Orschel, the number 3 hitter, catcher today for the Indians. First baseman for Eldon Henley, holding on the runner. Nichols at first puts that oven mitt protector on that right hand. It's not going as it's a ball, 1-0. Would not be shocked though if they try to put him in motion sometime earlier in this at bat rather than later. Next delivery, he is going. Pitch is swung on a miss to throw down to second base. It's going to be late, not even close. And Nichols in there with a head first dive. He's got a stolen base and a runner in scoring position for Hallsville. They just allowed a run, Eldon's first of the game, to make it 2-1, but they could steal it right back here with a base hit. And you would assume get enough speed with Nichols at second base. Orschel's going to swing through another pitch as it was way upstairs and looked to be a little bit of an awkward swing to make it 1-2. Regardless, he's still alive in this at-bat. Pretty good room to work with as a third baseman, Bayshore, playing close to the bag. So if he could line one into left, he's got room. Has strains up. Here he comes. Next pitch. He's going to hit it right that way. Does it get through? It does. Wave around the runner at third. Here comes Nichols. Throw's going to be on the line. And the slide, he's safe at the plate. And backside all the way up to third. Orschel's going to head that way. And he will slide in safely. He's going to round the bag. And now go back to third base. Throw hits him in the back. Gets into left field, but he's going to stay there. A hectic play. But Colton Nichols comes all the way around to score. And it's now 3-1 Hallsville. Excellent piece of hitting there by Aaron Orschel. And Nichols, if that throw's on target, may have had a shot to get him at the plate, but he slides in head first safely. And because the throw got away, Orschel all the way around to third on the other end. It's 3-1 Hallsville. Cooper Rhodes, who's responsible for driving in the second Hallsville run, excuse me, not scoring. He scored it. He was not the one who drove it in, but he scored the second Hallsville run. Has a chance for an RBI right here. Going to take a called strike right at the knees, 0-1. No balls and a strike. The wind, the kick, and the righty's pitch. Another called strike as he went right back to that same part of the outside corner. And Rhodes, 2 tough called strikes. He's now in the hole, looking to keep this at bat alive. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at third for Rhodes. Swung on, hit well to right field. Right fielder Bishop going back, still retrieving. He runs out of room, and it's off the top of the wall. Rhodes is going to slow up at first base, but coming in to score on the play was the runner, was Caden Thompson, who pitch ran. And how about the day for the cleanup hitter for Hallsville as Cooper Rhodes has scored a run and then drives in a run right there with a long right field single. And it's now 4-1 Hallsville. Looks like Rhodes might have hurt his lower leg a little bit on that swing as he was kind of limping his way to first base, and they're going to pinch run for him. But he does get the job done and drives in the run, and two-out runs scored by Hallsville has given them their biggest lead of the game. It's 4-1. Hallsville will look to keep this line moving, throw over to first base, try to get the pinch runner, but he dives back in safely. Stepping into the batter's box is Braden Matheny. Hallsville had nobody on and 2 out, but has scored 2 runs since. First pitch right down Broadway, called strike 0-1. Next delivery 0-1, swung on as Matheny's out ahead of it as that pitch dropped off the table, and it's 0-2. But Hess has had a couple batters this inning in 2 strike counts, and Hallsville has scored 2 runs and counting, so has not totally had that put-away pitch. A lot of room to work with on the right side of the infield as Henley holds on the base runner. Hess has got the sign he likes, straightens up, and here's his 0-2 pitch, and it's called strike 3. Matheny goes down looking to end the inning, but not before Hallsville. They score 2 runs, and they have their biggest lead of the game at 4-1. We head to the 6th back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
Running out of some of your favorite Avon products and haven't seen an Avon brochure in quite some time? No need to worry. Avon Independent Sales Representative Michelle Carty can help with your Skin So Soft makeup, jewelry, fragrance, and skincare needs. Avon now carries cleaning supplies, clothing, daily essentials, and several small LG electronic items. You now have the opportunity to shop online 24/7 and have your order shipped directly to your front door by shopping with Michelle at mcarty.avonrepresentative.com or find her on Facebook by searching Avon Carty.
At the Boone County Journal, we're with you all the way. We know that you're more than just a subscriber. You're an employer, you're a parent, you're a neighbor. Most importantly, you're a community member. It's our goal to provide you with the latest news, sports, opinions, obituaries, classifieds, and more to keep you informed about your community. To find out more about the Boone County Journal or to subscribe, call 573-657-2334 or visit bocojoe.com. The Boone County Journal. We're with you all the way.
Been staked to his largest lead of the game so far, thanks to Hallsville scoring 1 in the 4th and 2 more in the 5th, and it's now 4-1. Over to Fall Show Baseball here on the Show Me Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in on this Tuesday evening. Pretty nice evening, not too hot, not too cold here in Hallsville, Missouri, as the Indians host the Mustangs. So Ursuline back out to work, trying to get through another inning of work here in the 6th. First pitch bends way inside. Leadoff hitter for Eldon is our number 3 hitter in the order, Hunter Hess. Hess stands on the right side of the plate. Here's the next pitch. This one gliding into left field, and that's going to get down the line and maybe go all the way to the wall. Hess a chance at extra bases. He rounds the bag on his way to second. Over to retrieve it is Stinson, throws into second. It's going to be way late. Now it gets offline, so Hess is going to take third base, as he tried to throw it all the way to second on the fly, and it got away, and that's going to end up being a leadoff double and an error and a runner at third base with nobody out for Eldon to start the 6th. Jacob Bishop now a chance with a ball in play to cut back into the lead that Hallsville just built on in the bottom of the 5th. Hess takes his lead off third, pitch right down the middle, called strike 0-1. This would be some sort of magic act if Ursuline could get out of this without allowing a run. He's going to have to face 4, 5, 6 in the order: Bishop, Rader, and then a potential following batter. 0-1 delivery. This one's going to bend low and be called a ball, 1-1. Pretty big lead off of third base. Ursuline goes into his windup. Here's the 1-1, and it bends outside. Fake to throw down to third base, but back running in safely is the runner Hess. Long look in towards the catcher. Here's the next pitch, bends up and away. Couldn't find the handle on the off speed, and in danger now of putting 2 on to start the inning. It's 3-1. looking down the right field line. No one doing any throwing down there for Hallsville. Not a huge scare yet, but the tying run is on deck. 6 more outs to work with for Eldon. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and now when a called strike, came back with a fastball. And now the count's run full. Could be a big out right here if Orscheln can get it without allowing a ball to be put in play. He's got a 3-2 count. Hess takes his lead off for third. Here's the pitch, and it is outside. Didn't miss by much, but that's a walk. And now runners at the corners with nobody out to start this top of the 6th inning for Eldon. So a little bit of danger as next hitter in this order, Jude Rader, steps up. I'm sure Hallsville would love a ball on the ground, potentially get 2 outs, even if it allows a run to score. They're going to have a quick meeting at the mound, Hallsville will. And they might actually be taking Orscheln out of this game. Coach heading out there for the Indians, lifts that right arm up. See what they actually decide to do. Everyone comes in to meet at the mound on the infield for Hallsville. Meanwhile, for Eldon, they've given up 3 runs in the last 2 innings, but still very much in this ball game. A ball over the wall means we're tied at 4, but even a ball in the gap makes a very real threat. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning. It is going to be Orscheln still in the game for the Indians, as everyone will clear out from the mound. So here we go. Could be the biggest sequence of this game. If Orscheln and the Indians can get out of it without allowing too much damage, then they've just an inning away from a victory. But big base hit or two for Eldon could put them right back in this game with a chance to really come from behind late. Hallsville's led ever since the 2nd inning. Closest it was is 2-1 after 5.5, or after 4.5, excuse me. All right, here we go. Quick throw over to first, back in safely is the runner. Stepping into the box for Hallsville, excuse me, not for Hallsville, for Eldon is his number 5 hitter in the order, Jude Rader. BK Bennett waits on deck. First pitch to Rader, and that's upstairs. Could not get that off-speed pitch to float into that top half of the strike zone, and it's 1-0. Orscheln going to have to do some major work here. Defense plays back. They're going to concede that run to third, but if they get a ground ball, they're trying to turn 2 here. Runner going to retreat. He was doing a little bit of dance, and they might want to put the runner off of first base. That's Bishop in motion to try and stay out of that exact double play. Orscheln, when he straightens up, looking right at him, he has got a big lead over there off of first. Now goes home. Runner does not go in it slow. Now 2-0. Orscheln going to really have to start to find that command. He just walked a batter a moment ago and now falls behind 2-0. And you do not want to load the bases with nobody out. Lefty going to have to deal with 2 men on and nobody out. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and it's fouled straight back. Going to make it 2-1. Good for Orscheln to at least get that first strike of the at-bat. Hess, who's on third, led off the inning with a double, then advanced to third on the throw back in. And then a walk just a moment ago to Bishop. The cleanup hitter has runners at the corners and the tying run at the plate here in the top of the 6th. Orscheln's got the sign, straightens up at the belt. Quick nod of the head. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Runner going, and it's fouled up in the air. Gets over all of our heads, and that's 2-2. So big right there because it's the 2nd strike, and runner off of first. Bishop, who looked like he got a pretty decent jump, was going to have to go back to first. Get the strikeout here. You give yourself a 1 ground ball to get out of this inning if you're Hallsville. See if Eldon is inclined to put Bishop in motion once again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He is going again. Here's the pitch. It's down low in the dirt, and runner Bishop can walk on into second base, and now 2 men are in scoring position, and the counters run full, still nobody out. Batter at the plate, Rader did not pitch that one that was in the dirt. And now the infield with runners both in scoring position going to come in, try and get a ground ball and throw home. Here's the 3-2 pitch. It is low, and that is going to low to the bases with nobody out for Eldon. So real danger zone right here for Hallsville, as coming up to the plate will be BK Bennett, and one hit that finds the gap could tie this game all the way up. Defense looks like they're still going to play in at the corners. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's the first pitch to Bennett, and it's grounded foul. If that stays fair, that's down the line and going to score a couple runs, but it bends foul, and that makes it 0-1. Ground ball right at Daly at third, Lampkins at first. They're probably coming home, but I think if they hit it up the middle, either Garland or Matheny, they're going to try to turn two and just get 2 outs out of this at-bat and concede the run. Runners take pretty big leads. None of the 3 held on. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's upstairs. Orscheln faked a throw down to first, holds onto it, and it's 1-1. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Lefty going to have to really pull one out here to try and get out of this mess that he's in. But he gets a swing and miss here on a pitch well out of the zone upstairs, and that could be the start of it. It's now 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Big pitch in this game. Here's the next delivery. And he gets the swing and miss. Huge strikeout for out number 1 as B.K. Bennett goes down via the K. And still a 4-1 lead for Hallsville as the first out of the inning is finally made as the 4th batter. So now next batter up is Lincoln Salzman as he's still got the bases loaded, 1 out. Going to take a ball upstairs, 1-0. Once again, infield at the corners now moves back a little bit. I think if it's hit to either of them, still probably coming home. But up the middle, they're going to try and turn 2. 1-0 delivery, Salzman, and he grounds it weakly. Orscheln off this pitch is now going to come get it. Goes underhand home for first, and that's going to be all they'll get. But still a run does not score as a great play working off the mound by Andrew Orscheln allowed him to flip it to his brother for the 2nd out of the inning. And he now needs just 1 more to get out of this jam without allowing anything to score. That's a huge out number 2 on just a weak little tapper off the bat of Salzman. And nice piece of work right there, glove work for the pitcher. Looks like Hayden Barrett is going to come on and run for the man who just recorded that out. Salzman sees the catcher, but it's going to be up now to this number 8 batter in the order, Cole Evers. Still time for Eldon. They've got the top of the 7th inning, but they had bases loaded with nobody out, and now with 2 outs, still have not had a run cross that plate. See if Orscheln can pull the rabbit out of the hat. First pitch outside, 1-0 to Evers. He got a strikeout, then a ground out where he goes home for the force out. Runner was just too fast to turn 2. Big leads at every base. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and it's also upstairs. Cannot afford to walk him here after bases being loaded, especially after the work he's done to get these last 2 outs. See if Evers has the take sign here in a 2-0 count. Into the windup goes the left-handed pitcher, and he's going to get a ball throw back to third and back in safely. Is the runner off at third base. That's Bishop. And now, in a world of hurt is Orscheln, as it is 3-0. Well, he's been back against the wall all inning, and he's going to have to do it again right here. Has to throw a strike, otherwise it's 4-2. Here's a delivery. 3-0. It's upstairs, and it's a 4-2 ball game. Not the worst thing in the world, just to walk, as credit Evers with the RBI, and now Devin Hardy, the number 9 hitter, comes up with bases still loaded, and a single likely ties this game at 4 with good speed at second. If he can get Hardy, getting out of bases loaded, nobody out, with just 1 allowed, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but he's not going to do it as that's line of base hit. Hardy sent it into left field, 1 run in, they're going to wave around the second runner. Here comes a throw and a couple bounces to the plate, the tag, but he never had the ball, he's safe. Hayden Barrett would have been out by 2.5 miles if they could have hung on to the throw, but instead it gets away, and we're tied 4-4. Thanks to a 2-out, 2 RBI base hit by the number 9 hitter, Devin Hardy. Throw from the left fielder Stinson on a couple hops was there, and it was just try to scoop it and make the tag all in one motion when had a decent amount of time, and we're tied 4-4 thanks to 3 2-out runs by Eldon. And now even more danger. Aiden Henley could give Eldon the lead with 2 runners in scoring position. He's going to take a first pitch strike. Leadoff batter in this order for Eldon Henley. With 2 runners on after Hardy delivered a 2-out, 2 RBI single. And now another base hit makes this an Eldon lead for the first time, but an ugly swing there, and it's 0-2. See if Orscheln could finally put this top of the 6th inning to bed. Runners take their short leads off of second and third. Look back out towards second base. The wind, the kick, and here's the 0-2, and it's going to miss inside, a ball 1-2. Eldon loaded the bases with nobody out before Ursuline responded to get a strikeout and a ground out. But then all with 2 outs, a bases loaded walk and a 2 RBI single has made it now 4-4. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, the ball 2-2 now. Here's a base open. I'm sure Ursuline, who's had to work really hard through this top of the 6th inning, just trying to put it to an end right here. Here's the 2-2, swung on, grounded back up the middle, but shortstop Gardner over there to get it up, throw with it on to first, and that is in time, and a sigh of relief as Eldon does not take the lead. But they do tie the game thanks to 3 2-out runs. Hallsville can have to score again if they want to win this thing. It's 4-4. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th on the Show Me Sports Network.
At Centurion Cares, for more than 3 decades, their focus has been on exceeding customer expectations for contact center software solutions. Their innovative communication solutions include utility interactive voice response software that allows for smart communication features that let your utility deliver superior customer service 24/7. They also provide other streamlined services like automatic call distribution, automated customer callback, reporting, and quality assurance. To find out more about how Centurion Cares can help your business, call them at 727-421-5300 or look them up online at centurioncares.com. Centurion Cares, innovative communication solutions.
At Hallsville School District, our educators do more than just teach. Lives are being shaped for the future before they even enter a classroom. For students to succeed, it takes an entire district-wide team. Join Hallsville School District's team today, now offering competitive salaries and benefits for all positions. Visit hallsville.org and click on the employment link under Our District tab.
Colton Gardner in to lead things off for Hallsville, the shortstop who just made the throw to get the final out in the top of the 6th. Had a sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 4th. See if he can get on to start this inning. Hallsville, if they score, will just need to get 3 more outs in the 7th to clinch a win. First pitch to Gardner, a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Hess, who got that inning started with a leadoff double and then ended up with third with nobody outs, now looking to respond in a tie game, no longer on the hook for a potential loss unless he gives up a run here. Next pitch outside. Haven't really seen any throwing at all for Hallsville down the right field line, so may still be Ursuline coming back out for the 7th even after giving up the 3 runs. 1-1 delivery to Gardner. Swung on, grounded left side. It's over towards short, and the shortstop can't get it. That's into left field, a base hit. Nice work there by Gardner, and the go-ahead run is on first with nobody out to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Now Lampkin's in. Base runner Gardner, a pretty sure lead off of first base. Lampkin's the number 7 hitter in this order. Going to take a first pitch, called strike, and it's 0-1. See if Hallsville tries to deploy any strategies here to try and manufacture this run. Got him on. Now just need to get him over and get him in. Next delivery. Swing and a miss on a pitch upstairs as Gardner got a pretty good lead off of first. But now scurries back. Catcher Salzman looked him down, but trouble now for Hayden Lampkins as he's behind 0-2. Hess pitching out of the stretch. Here's his next delivery. Just misses outside. That didn't miss by much as catcher Salzman tried to frame his way towards a strike 3. But it was a ball and it's 1-2. Tanner Daly waits on deck for the Indians. Lots of room to work with on that right side of the infield. Next pitch, it's going to hit in the air well to left center field. Going back is Evers, still retreating at the wall. He runs out of room, and it's over his head off the wall. Having to hold was the lead runner, Gardner. He goes to third. On his way into second base is the batter, Lampkins. And with second and third, nobody out, the Hallsville Indians are in business. Center fielder Evers continued to retreat until he just ran out of time, and that ball, as it kicked off the wall, allowed both runners to move up to second and third. And if not for Gardner having to wait on it, he could have scored from first. Gardner, who's at third, giving a big cheer towards his batter at the plate, Tanner Daly, trying to will him to give Hallsville this lead. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, so near the end of the game, And a chance for Hallsville to go right back out in front after Eldon just tied it. 2 runners on, nobody out. First pitch to Daly. Line in the air to right center. This should get the run in. Right fielder circling under it. Bishop, he makes a catch. Here comes Gardner. Throw to the plate is offline. Gardner scores. It gets away, so going to come around. Actually, no, Matheny goes back to third, but regardless, run does score. Gardner's in, and a productive at-bat for Tanner Daly. It is 5-4 Hallsville. So an incredible piece hitting right there in a pressure situation where you see sometimes it's too big of a moment and they strike out, but for Daly, first pitch, sent a sac fly out there to right field, and not only that, with still 1 out, another runner moving up as Matheny went to third, and another ball in play can make it 6-4. Batter Jackson Smith going to step in for Hallsville, now going to be a meeting at the mound, trying to regroup here with Hess. Eldon big here if they could not allow that second runner to score and keep it at just a 1-run deficit. So this inning started with leadoff base runner Gardner with a single, and then a deep drive to center field by Braden Matheny. He didn't miss leaving the yard, it appeared, by a whole lot. And that gave second and third with nobody out, and then a Tanner Daly sac fly gave Hallsville the lead. So meeting at the mound is over, and here comes Jackson Smith. Sure would love to just get the ball in play and make this thing 6-4, but infield is in everywhere. They're expecting a ball on the ground. First pitch to him, that's at the knees, called strike. Pretty good pitch location there by Hess. Leadoff hitter Andrew Orson waits on deck for Hallsville. And it looks like they're going to try suicide squeeze. Pitch goes to the backstop. It is 6-4 Hallsville. Don't know if the squeeze had an impact on missing the catch, but regardless, the catcher Salzman couldn't bring it in, and sliding in safely was Lampkins. Not only did Hallsville try the squeeze, they tried the suicide squeeze as it was a steal of home, and it's now 6-4 after a successful attempt and still only 1 out. So nobody on now, 1 out. It's going to be grounded right side. Jackson Smith put it in play. Ball is bobbled, and he is going to be safe as it's thrown away. Smith will stay at first, but just another miscue of this defensive Eldon. It's a 1-out base runner for the Indians, who continue to pile it on here in this bottom of the 6th inning, already scoring 2 runs and counting. The guts of Hallsville to do the squeeze right there and a steal of home, knowing if the bunt isn't got down there by Smith, that's going to be a dead duck at home plate, but you have to believe that probably played a little bit of an impact of Salzman and had him miss the ball, and it went straight to the backstop. So now Orscheln on, Smith lead off of first base, throw over, he's back in safely. Hess straightens up. Smith, big lead, this one fouled back, it's 0-1. So I have to think Orscheln's going to try and have a chance to close this thing out in the top of the 7th. Stake now to a 2-run lead. Hallsville led 4-1 after 5 before Eldon tied it at 4. And Hallsville responded with 2 runs to make it 6-4. That's where we are now. Another throw over to first. Smith back in time safely. If this was the MLB, that'd be the last time Hess could throw over in this at bat, but it is not. And I'm sure they will continue to try and hold Smith at bay over there at that bag. Here's first pitch to Orscheln. Skips in there. And nice block. It's 1-1. Hallsville had second and third with nobody out before a sac fly, and then a wild pitch had those 2 runners cross the plate. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Orscheln. Another one low in the dirt. Nice block again. Smith will head back to first base, and it's now a 2-1 count. Hess right-hander, runner's going. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off, so everyone will have to head on back. And it's now even 2-2 on the left-handed hitter. That was the first time we've seen Smith try and take off in this at-bat. Looked like he had a decent jump, but regardless, thanks to the foul ball, he'll have to do it again. The 2 balls, 2 strikes, run out, and a runner on first for Hallsville. Here's the pitch. It's swung on grounded right side. First baseman going to throw to second. They get no out. It just skipped into left field. Smith will now make the turn ahead to third. Moving up to second is Orscheln, and now Eldon continuing to give away outs in this inning, as we're at the very least should have been 1 guaranteed out, turns into none, and 2 more men in scoring position for Hallsville. It'll go down as a throwing error on Henley, who couldn't get it to second. And now with Cole Nichols coming to the plate, a base hit can make this an 8-4 game. The run for Orscheln at second as Will Ewens comes on. But now Nichols, who had a nice base hit and scored a run his last time up, another RBI opportunity for a right-handed hitter right here. Looks like a meeting at the mound by the infield going on right here. And now they will all go their separate ways. Still 1 out, so Nichols at the very least a chance just with a ball in play to give Hallsville a 3rd run of this inning. They've had some hard hits, but they've also been generously helped out by the inability to play defense of the Mustangs this inning. First pitch to Nichols, and it's going to be a called strike, 0-1. Almost confused one Colton with another there, but Colton Nichols the one at the plate. It's 0-1. Here's the next delivery to him. He's going to take outside a ball. Evens things back up. Nichols smoked a base hit his last time. Same thing here, and we're at an 8-4 game. And he'll take another one low. It's 2-1. So Hallsville, after 4 innings, had just 2 runs, but they have scored 2 apiece in each of their last 2 trips to the plate to give them 6 and counting. Next pitch to Nichols, just off the top of the zone. It's now a 3-1 count on the right-hander and a chance to load the bases for the number 3 hitter, Aaron Orscheln, waiting on deck. Hess looks in, wind kick delivery, and it's fouled off the glove. And that runs things all the way full on Nichols. So Nichols now has run at full. Smith off of third base. And the pinch runner Ewens off of second. Here's the 3-2 delivery. It's outside and the bases are loaded. Ducks on the pond for Hallsville. So now Aaron Orscheln going to walk up to the plate with the bases loaded, and this may be all for the right-hander Hunter Hess on the day. Coach for Eldon making his way out to the mound, and it looks like they're going to take him out. So bases loaded, new pitcher will be on for the Mustangs. Hallsville going to add on. They lead 6-4. Back in just a moment on the Show Me Sports Network.
There's no better way to celebrate a special event or show someone just how important they are to you than gifting them something handcrafted from Country with a Heart. Handmade in mid-Missouri, Country with a Heart specializes in hand-built woodworking projects for every occasion. Their design collection includes children's furniture, doll furniture, household items, holiday decor, outdoor decorations, custom projects, and everything in between. To view their full inventory of projects, visit countrywithaheart.com and find them on Facebook by joining the Country with a Heart group page.
The following public service announcement is brought to you by the Eddie Gaedel Society, Jefferson City Chapter 10, doing little things to make a big difference.
Want to make a big difference in your community? Be kind to others, drive safely, and put litter in its proper place.
Join us in celebrating Eddie Gaedel's historic Major League appearance as a member of the St. Louis Browns by doing something nice for someone today.
Take a walk, Eddie!
Loaded the bases thanks to a couple errors and a walk, and they already lead 6-4 thanks to 2 runs this inning, but a chance to make it even more and give themselves a chance to coach the finish line here in Hallsville. So Aaron Orscheln, good speed at all 3 bases, and here comes Rader's first delivery to him. He's going to swing on it, and that is foul. Boy, was he all over that pitch, but he was out in front of it, and it's now 0-1. Cooper Rhodes waits on deck for Hallsville. 0-1 delivery to Orscheln upstairs makes it even, a ball and a strike. One ball, 1 strike, and 1 out as the right-hander Raider just into the ball game, trying to get out of this jam. Next pitch popped up on the infield. So this could be out number 2. Shortstop Bennett over to retrieve it. They call infield fly. He makes the catch, so it doesn't matter. And that's a big second out as Orscheln could not push any runs across. It'll be up to Rhodes if Hallsville wants to extend their 2-run lead this bottom of the 6th inning. Rhodes certainly has the power to get into one. Saw him hit one just off the wall his last time up in right field. Gets into one like that right here, and that could clear the bases. Raider needs just one more out facing Rhodes. Here's the righty's first pitch. Smack to left field. That's going to do the job. 1 run in as this is going to go all the way to the wall. On the way in from second is Ewens. They're going to hold Nichols with third. Rhodes pulls up at first, and that's a 2-out hard 2 RBI single for Cooper Rhodes, and it's 8-4. That ball was smoked down the left field line. It hit so hard that it actually got to the wall pretty fast, and Nichols couldn't score from first, but doesn't matter. It's 2 coming to score, and it's a 4-run inning for the Indians. Raider now facing just his third batter since coming in. Got the first out, but could not sneak one past Rhodes. And now the number 5 hitter for Hallsville will take a first pitch ball upstairs. That's Braden Matheny, who bats on the right side. And now they're going to have a quick chat at the mound. Eldon will. Hallsville going to need to get just 3 outs in this top of the 7th inning to secure a win. Now up 8-4 and a potential chance to add even more. Nichols, who walked, is the third base, and Rhodes, who just smoked that ball down the left field line at first. Meeting at the mound over. Later straightens up, having to pitch out of the stretch here. 1-0 delivery to Matheny, and that is a ball. 2-0. He can afford to walk Matheny here, would just mean bases loaded. But then you put Gardner a chance on deck to really just put the nail in the coffin. Here's a 2-0 delivery to Matheny. It's way up and in and out 3-0, and would have to assume right here on this next pitch in a 3-0 count that the take sign will probably be on for the number 5 hitter, Braden Matheny. Here we go, 3-0 delivery. That one, a called strike at the knees. Good location there. And you would have to think Matheny was probably taking all the way there, and it's now 3-1. 3 balls and a strike now. Matheny will await this next pitch. He's going to line it out to second base, and they'll just take the underhand flip to second, and out number 3. Inning finally over, but not before Hallsville does damage. They push 4 runs across the plate and now lead this thing 8-4. 3 more outs between them and a win as we head to the top of the 7th on the Show Me Sports Network.
Since 2018, Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC has been specializing in all things custom, using large format, high-powered lasers with some of the most advanced technologies on the market. Anything can become a canvas. This state-of-the-art system makes quick work of custom engraving on cups, glass, tile, wood, acrylic, metal, headstones with endless possibilities. They also offer custom one-of-a-kind signs that are sure to make your design stand out. Find them on Facebook at Han Custom Laser Engraving or call 573-489-8732 to find out more. Han Custom Laser Engraving LLC, a veteran-owned business.
Attention Indians fans, here's your chance to help the student athletes of Hallsville by becoming a member of the Hallsville Athletic Boosters. Your gifts help provide all Hallsville athletes with a safe and positive experience while attending our school district, and also help purchase items that our sports team couldn't otherwise afford. You can join the Hallsville Athletic Boosters this season for as little as $25. Membership is open to everyone. Interested in joining? Look them up on Facebook by searching Hallsville Athletic Boosters or email them at hallsvilleathleticboosters@gmail.com. Let's go Indians!
Between Hallsville and a victory on this Tuesday evening over Eldon. And it's going to be Aaron Orscheln, no longer Andrew, but Aaron Orscheln, and to close this thing out and try and get the final 3 as Hallsville leads this thing 8-4 here on the Show Me Sports Network. So Andrew Orscheln goes 6 innings, was really cruising until those 3 runs with 2 outs in the 6th inning. But regardless, a great start for the left-hander. Now it turns over to the righty, who was catching all night, And now he tries to pitch, get the last 3 outs, and he'll face Kaysen Bayshore to start the inning, gets a foul 0-1. No balls and a strike. Here's Orscheln's delivery, and that's an off-speed pitch. Boy, was that a beauty. It started high and ended right at the knees as that thing dropped off the table, and it's 0-2. See if he can get a 3-pitch strikeout to begin this 7th and final inning. Here's the next pitch, and it's going to be popped up over off towards the first base dugout, and it's out of play. New catcher into the game, Cannon Ahart, the one behind the dish, who just ran out of room right there. I believe that's who that is. Yep. Or no, pardon me. Riley Barnes. Had the Eldon side of my roster flipped over. It's Riley Barnes who's behind the dish for Hallsville, but he did not have room right there to make that catch. So it's no balls and 2 strikes. Those are the only 2 changes for Hallsville this inning, pitcher and catcher. And here's Orscheln's delivery. Swung on, line out to second base on a couple of hops. Matheny up with it. Throw to first is in time. 1 up, 1 down. Nice work there for Orscheln to get this first out of the 7th. Going to take a major rally by Eldon if they want to tie this thing up again as they did in the 6th. This time they're down 4. They were down 3 last inning. And as we Hunter Hess, Eldon's starting pitcher, moved to center after being relieved in the 6th. Infield playing pretty much normal alignment. Same with the outfield as well. Here's the first pitch to Hess, and that skips in there. That's a ball. Orscheln righty peeks just over the top of his glove, gets the sign, and here's the 1-0 delivery, and now it's a foul back. This right-hander certainly does have some gas when he brings that fastball home to the plate. Now steps up back on the rubber after the foul ball. Here comes the righty's wind and kick, and this one bends outside. I think he tried to go slider down and away. Looked like it had some lateral movement to it. Regardless, it's 2-1. On deck hitter Jacob Bishop. They're making a run back and forth with those 2 straight balls that have gone to the backstop. It's now 2-1, 1 out, nobody on. This one fouled back again to the backstop, and Bishop is going to make his 3rd straight trip right on over here to get that ball. Hallsville fans complimenting him a little bit. Oh, that's kind of fun. Just getting a little cardio in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Orscheln looking to retire this first 2 of the inning and put any Eldon comeback to bed. Hallsville up 8-4. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it swung on a miss. Got him out in front for a strikeout for Orscheln, and he does the sword impression as he walks off the mound. It's now 2 up and down here in the 7th. So we're all up to that on-deck hitter, Jacob Bishop, if Eldon wants to stay alive and put a comeback together in this top of the 7th inning. They're going to need 4 runs, and they've got 2 out and nobody on. Orscheln going to get out number 3, send these home fans happy, and that's a beauty of a pitch for strike 1. First time I've seen Aaron Orscheln pitch, but he has had a good mix so far this inning of fastball and then off-speed stuff to complement it. Righties wide and 0-1 pitch. Another off-speed pitch, and that snaps in there again. It's 0-2. I'm no expert at pitch sequencing, but after those 2, would not be shocked if he tries to speed him up right here, maybe up at the eyes. Orscheln shakes off 1 pitch. Here's the 0-2. Fastball popped up right side, and it's out of play. So he went fastball, but he went with it at the bottom of the zone. And Bishop, a good job there just to make contact and keep his at-bat alive. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here we go. Righty's delivery. It is swung on line to short. Going over to get it is Gardner. He's got a long throw to make on line. What a throw! And that's exactly how this game should end, with a premier defensive play by Colton Gardner. And the head coach for Hallsville out of the dugout, James Smith, was there to high-five his shortstop before he even passed the mound on his way back to the dugout. So a nice play by the Hallsville shortstop to wrap this thing up in final. Hallsville takes it 8-4. They blew it in the 6th, but come back in the bottom half of the inning to score 4 runs and get a win here on this Tuesday night, as now they all high five over the mound. But a nice piece of pitching by the starter, Andrew Orschelin. Aaron Orschelin able to come in and get the final 3 outs to knock things down. And it was 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning thanks to a daily sac fly. Matheny wild pitch, scored a run, and then Cooper Rhodes a 2 RBI single to wrap this thing up. So that's going to just about do it. Thanks so much for battling through this broadcast with me as we dealt with the board issues. But you still got to hear all the runs, so I hope that counts for something. But enjoy the rest of your week here. Final from Hallsville. They take it 8-4. I'm Ben Schmidt. Thanks so much for listening to this broadcast on the Show Me Sports Network.